A very good morning to all of you children. I hope you all are well and you are taking care of yourself and your family too. I'm Seema Kumari. Today I'm going to discuss about the states of matter triangle from chapter matter in our surroundings of class 9 chemistry. So here, as you know, in class 9 you have in this chapter you have to study about the physical states of matter, and there is a physical state of matter, that is solids, liquids and gas. So here, change of state of matter, we can change the physical state of matter in two ways. The first one is by changing the temperature, and the second one is by changing the pressure. Today in this lecture, in this video, I will make you understood the effect of change of temperature on the physical states of matter. As you know, there is a physical states of matter. The one is solid, liquid and gas, and when solid changes its state from solid to liquid, then this term is known as melting. I will explain these all terms. And when the state of liquid will change in solid, then this term is known as freezing. Now when liquid changes its state of matter to gas, then this is called boiling, or you can say evaporation. And I have already explained the difference between the evaporation and vaporization. And when gas changes its state from gas to liquid, then this is called condensation. And last, when solid changes to gas or gas changes to solid, this both process is known as sublimation. So it shows the interconversion of the three states of matter. So the topic name is states of matter triangle. Okay, now see here, today we will learn effect of change of temperature on the state of matter. So here we go. First, solid to liquid change. Solid to liquid, as we know, it is called melting. So what will be the definition of melting? The process in which a solid substance changes into a liquid on heating is called melting or fusion. Now here a new term came, fusion. What is fusion or heat of fusion? So this is the amount of heat required to change the solid state to liquid state. It is called heat of fusion. Now one more term that I am going to discuss is melting point. What is melting point? At which temperature the substance will melt. So melting point is what? Melting point, it is the temperature at which a solid substance melts and change into liquid at atmospheric pressure is called melting point of the substance. Now here one new term came again, atmospheric pressure. First you should know what is atmosphere. So the envelope of air around the earth is called atmosphere. And what is atmospheric pressure? So the weight of the air column exert a thrust on the surface of the earth. The thrust exerted on a unit area of the earth's surface is called atmospheric pressure. Now come to the second point, liquid to gas change. Liquid to gas change, this term is known as boiling or vaporization. Now what is boiling? The process in which a liquid substance changes into a gas rapidly on heating. See what I'm telling? Rapidly on heating. Rapidly on heating, that's why it is vaporization. Otherwise it will be evaporation. So this is called boiling. Now, what is boiling point? The temperature at which a liquid boils and changes rapidly into a gas at atmospheric pressure is called boiling point of the liquid. If I'll give some example, so as you know, liquid state means water. Water boils as water. H2O boils at 100 degrees Celsius and changes its state into gas or steam, you can say. So, when water is heated to a temperature of 100 degrees Celsius, see, this is the notation of degrees Celsius, 100 degrees Celsius, so it boils rapidly to form a gas called steam. So the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius, and at boiling point water changes its state from liquid to a gas or vapor, you can say. And for melting, for melting for melting, if I'll give you one example, then at 0 degrees Celsius, ice at 0 degrees Celsius changes its state from ice, it is in solid state. Ice it is in solid state. 0 degrees Celsius, ice changes its state from ice to liquid water, you can say. So, the ice melts at the temperature of 0 degrees Celsius to form liquid water. So the melting point of ice is 0 degrees Celsius. At melting point, ice changes its state from solid to liquid. Okay. Now the third term. Now the third term is gas to liquid change. When gas changes its states from when gas changes its state in liquid, then this process is called condensation. Now, what is condensation? The process of changing a gas or vapor, you can say, into a liquid by cooling is called condensation. Condensation is what? Condensation is a reverse of boiling, because in condensation the state of matter of gas changes into liquid. In condensation, gas changes into liquid, and in boiling, liquid changes into gas. So that's why condensation is what? Reverse of boiling point. So here, when if I will give an example, then when steam or water vapor changes into water on cooling is called condensation of steam, and a change of state takes place during condensation. Actually, when a gas is cooled enough by lowering its temperature, then its particle loses so much kinetic energy. As we know, the kinetic energy of gaseous state is greater than the liquid, and the gaseous kinetic energy of liquid state is greater than the solid. So if I talk about the solid, liquid and gas, then the kinetic energy of gas is greater than liquid, and the kinetic energy of liquid is greater than solid. So if we talk about this all three, so the gaseous state of matter has the highest kinetic energy, so that molecules can run here and there. Then its particle lose so much kinetic energy, and then it will, when it will lose the kinetic energy, then it will change its state from gas to liquid. So it move closer together until they start being attracted to each other and form a liquid. Okay. Now the next term. So here is the fourth term that I'm discussing: freezing. What is freezing? When the state of liquid is changes to solid, it is called freezing. The process of changing a liquid into a solid by cooling is called freezing. Is called freezing. So if I'll give you some example, so when water is cooled, liquid, when you will cool the liquid, then it will change into solid state, because here you are lowering the temperature of the water. So when water is cooled, it gets converted into a solid called ice, and this is called freezing of water. Freezing means solidification. Freezing means, you can say, solidification. And when water freezes to form ice, then there is a change from liquid state to solid state, and that freezing is reverse of melting. Here you can see the freezing is reverse of melting. Freezing what? When the liquid state of matter changes into solid, then it is called freezing by lowering the temperature. And when solid is changes into state into liquid, uh, giving the temperature, on providing the temperature, then it is called melting. Here you are lowering down the temperature, and here you are giving the temperature. Okay, when condensation for boiling, here you are giving the temperature, and here from gas to liquid, here you are decreasing the temperature. For solid to gas, or for gas to solid, this process is called sublimation. Now if you see here, freezing point of the liquid is same as the melting point of solid. Freezing point of liquid is also 0 degree Celsius. Freezing point of liquid is 0 degree Celsius, and melting point of solid is also 0 degree Celsius. For example, the melting point of ice is what? 0 degree Celsius. So the freezing point of water is also 0 degree Celsius. So when a liquid is cooled, by lowering its temperature, its particle lose energy. Then then there will be the loss of kinetic energy of the particle of the matter. So this liquid will change into solid state. They will move slowly, and if the liquid is cooled enough, so its each particle stops moving and vibrate about a fixed position. At this stage, the liquid freezes and becomes a solid. Now from this above discussion, we conclude that the states of matter can be changed by changing the temperature, by heating, or by cooling. Here if we cool this liquid, liquid means, if we decrease the temperature, then it will become solid. Here if will if and here if we will give the temperature, or if we will heat the solid ice, then it will change the state in liquid state. Here it will cool the liquid, cool the gas, or down the temperature, or cool the gas. So the state of matter will change into liquid state. And if we will heat a liquid or water, then it will change its state from liquid to gas. So now in this we study when a solid is heated. When a solid is heated, then it will melt and change its state in liquid, and it is called melting. And when the liquid is heated further, then again it will change into state, and this process is called boiling, and now it changes its state in gas. Now these change can be easily reversed also. For example, when a gas is cooled, then this process is called condensation, and it condenses to form a liquid. And when a liquid is cooled further, then this process is called freezing, and it freezes or solidifies to form a solid. So this is the conversion of the matter. So here the last term I am going to discuss is sublimation. What is sublimation? As you see, the states of matter triangle, when the state of solid changes in gas, and when this state of gas is changing into solid, this both process is known as sublimation. So according to the definition, the changing of a solid directly into vapor on heating. So directly into a vapor on heating means on increasing the temperature. So and of vapor into solid on cooling. On vapor means gas. On cooling means to down the temperature to solid. Okay, this is called sublimation. So sublimation is so both the process is called sublimation. The first one is the changing of a solid directly into vapor is called sublimation. Here it is solid, here it is gas or vapor, you can say. Here on heating it is called sublimation, and on cooling it is also called sublimation. So the changing of a solid directly into vapor or gas is called sublimation, and the changing of vapor or gas directly into solid is also called sublimation. Because sublimation is a very rare process, sublimation occurs in only a few substances. You can see I'm giving you some example also. Actually, substances which undergoes sublimation is said to sublimate. Substances which go undergo sublimation is called sublimate, and the solid obtained by the cooling the vapor of the solid is called a sublimate. Now, ammonium chloride undergoes sublimation. When a solid ammonium chloride is heated, it is directly changes into ammonium chloride vapor, and without passing through liquid state. Direct is it change its state from solid to gas. And when a hot ammonium chloride vapor is cooled, it directly changes into solid ammonium chloride without passing through the liquid state, means direct gas to solid. So sublimation occurs in a very few substances, and it is rare process. And the common substances which undergoes sublimation are ammonium chloride, iodine, camphor, naphthalene balls, and anthracene. Naphthalene balls you use in your home also. Naphthalene balls disappears with time without leaving behind any residue. So I think you just like this video. Please watch this, and you can learn how the states of matter changes the state. And I hope you all are well. Take care of yourself, stay safe, stay at home, keep on learning. Bye bye and good night. Thank you.